press. So for those on YouTube, the warm-up is over, so get a warm-up in there before you start the actual workout. And mantra for the day, let's go overhead. Mantra for the day is, there's no elevator to success, so you have to take the stairs. I thought that was appropriate. Stairs are good for you, right? All right, let's take it down and then just roll those shoulders back and forward. Okay, so we're gonna do, we have 3 different circuits, and if we can make it to the end, we'll do a circuit of abs too. So you're gonna grab your dumbbells, and we're gonna start with a real simple here, a squat, curl, press. So we're gonna be there for 45 seconds, and then we go down to renegade rows, which you could also do just alternating rows in a hinge. So the renegade row is in the plank, and then a side plank dip. So the side plank dips, we're gonna just do the one side the first time. We're going through these three exercises 4 times. So get ready for the curl to press in 3, 2, 1. So we got squat, curl, press. You're here for 45 seconds. If you need to take one of those out, you can. So you could just do a squat and come to the curls. Take that press out if that bothers you. Make sure those knees are coming out so that you're not, when you do that squat, you don't want those knees coming in. Really activate the whole leg. We have 10 seconds left. Keep that chest wide. 2 seconds. We don't really have any break for these 4. So we have, that's it. We're gonna go down to the floor, or you can do your rows standing, and I'm gonna just alternate my rows here. So this is the renegade row, but you could also do it here. This is what I was saying before. You could go down to the floor on your knees as well and do it here, or I can make it harder by coming out onto my knees. But if you can, challenge yourself for that plank. We have 5 seconds, and then we're gonna keep it on the ground. All right, that's it. So we're gonna keep it on the ground, and we're gonna go into plank side dip. So you can be on your knees if you want. You come up, and then you just lower the hip and lift, lower and lift, or I can do stacked position. So we're gonna keep it on just this side for this time, and then, so after this, we're gonna come up, back up to the squat, curl press. So I can also do staggered, where that top leg comes over. We still have 15 seconds left. Yesterday, Heidi, we did your abs. You sent me. All right, and come down. So if you want to go back and try those out, you can look up the 6-10 workout. All right, here we go. Back to the squat curl press. I changed them slightly, but down, curl. Again, make sure that when you're doing the press, that you're keeping everything, that spine is stable. So there's no flexion or extension when you come up. Usually the back extends for people, so really think about drawing those hips and ribs together so they're in line. And 3, 2, 1. Going down to the renegade row. You've got options. Those shoulders are right over the wrists, and here you go. not to tilt the pelvis too much from side to side. You want to try to keep those, so when I lift my right, when I'm doing the right row, I kind of have to dig my left foot into the ground a little bit more to balance those hips. So you only have 10 seconds to go. 2 and 1. All right, coming down, and now we do that side plank on the other side. So I'm doing little dips here. Again, I could have my legs bent and then come up and down that way too. If you need to take a break, just come down for a second and then come back up and get back into it. Try to make sure that that shoulder is over the elbow, or if you're up on your hand, that you're over the wrist. If you're up on your hand, that's going to be harder in the shoulder, for the shoulder girdle than on the forearm. 2 and 1. All right, coming back up. We have 2 more rounds. Squat, curl, press. There's no break, so we just kind of go from one to the other. We'll take a rest after we're done with the 4. Of course, if you really need a break, you can take it. You can grab a drink anytime. Make sure you're breathing. Sit those hips back. 2 and 1. All right, heading down to the floor for those renegade rows. And if you're up, just make sure that that spine is long. It's neutral. I'm not caving in here. I'm pulling that belly in, and then I'm really going to be intentional here about taking the shoulder blade around the rib cage, squeezing. So think about pulling the dumbbells up to the belly, like in towards the belly. Sometimes people come up like more like doing a bicep curl here. So make sure the elbow, and this goes for the renegade rows too. I'm just showing it different. So down here, again, pulling it up instead of forward here. So it's a back row. All right, that's it. And now we're gonna go back to that first side that we did. So for me, I'm back on my left side, and we got the dips. You can go all the way down, do what feels comfortable. Now, if you could be on your hand and stacked, before I fell over, and you can be here too. That's gonna be a little bit harder because you have to stabilize around the shoulder too. But do what feels right, but at the same time challenge yourself as safely as you can. We got 10 seconds. 2 and 1. Whew. All right, last set. We got squat and curl press. I'm feeling the 5:30 this morning. I'm feeling the tired's, but it's always a good way to wake up, right? Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer. If I got up at 4:30, I'd be wide awake for this, but I have to admit, this morning I got up about 10 minutes before we started, so. We got 3, 2, and 1. All right, renegade rows, last time. Make sure you're breathing. Really watch, if you need to take little pauses in between, go ahead. You should be tired here. 20 seconds. Hold that core tight, feel it burn. And you are at 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last time side plank. Our side plank dip, so coming down and up. Remember, pull yourself out of the shoulder. Looking good. The last time here. I think I did that in the hand, get on the other side. Gotta even things out. Seconds to go. 2 and 1. Whew. All right, take a little break here. So grab some water. Got another one coming up. So there's not a lot of cardio in this today. We're not doing, there's no real jumping jacks or that kind of stuff we do. But you can still make this really difficult, and you can still get the heart rate up by adjusting your weight and really focusing on the movements and engaging the muscles. So we're going to come down to the floor for the next one. And we have a chest press with those butterfly legs. So my feet are together, and then I'm going to take my knees out, push those feet together, and then we're going to chest press as we lift the hips up. And then we'll come up and we'll do some biceps, and I'll take you from there. So start on the floor. I am doing just pretty light, medium weight here for all these, just because it's kind of the end of the week and I'm feeling it. So don't go based on what I have. Do what you feel is right for you as far as weight. You may want to go a little heavier here. All right, so here we go in 3, 2, 1. You are, nope, my timer didn't start. There it is. Okay, so on the floor, knees open, and you're pressing those hips up as you squeeze the chest. So you're really squeezing those glutes as you come up. Squeezing the chest. So I'm not clanking my dumbbells together, but I'm extending those arms, squeezing the chest up at the top of the movement, pushing your feet together, keeping those knees out. If that's uncomfortable, you can just do a regular hip lift. If for some reason your knees or hips don't allow you to do this. All right, that was the last one. And then we come all the way up to standing. And we're going to take the dumbbells with us. We're going to do in and out bicep curl. So I'm going to go hammer curl, and then I'm going to flip the wrist forward and do a supinated curl. So hammer, and then flip those wrists out, in. So yep, just alternating between those two bicep curls. In 10 seconds, we're gonna go down to the floor into a plank, and we're gonna do alternating shoulder taps. And 2, 1. So coming down into the plank, and then, so kind of getting that renegade motion where we're going side to side. We just aren't doing the row, you're doing the taps instead. You can go fast or slow. I'm just kind of keeping it a steady pace here. You can be on your knees. Same thing, just make sure you're getting more out of this by keeping that the head and the pelvis in line here, or sacrum, tailbone, whatever you connect with there. And try to keep the pelvis from getting too wobbly there. We have 5 seconds. 2 and 1. All right, and then we just flip it right back, back over onto the back. Open up those knees, and we're back at the chest press, hip lift, squeezing the glutes. Feel that chest working for you, glutes. Keep that core nice and tight so that you're not getting all wonky here when you're coming up too in the lift. Got 5 seconds to go. 2 and 1. Get yourself all the way up. Now actually you could just come to your knees as well and do it here. But it is an exercise in itself just to get up. Again, keeping a nice open line here from shoulder to shoulder. I like to think about like a wire hanger, kind of opening up those shoulders. So I'm not squeezing my shoulders back so that I'm popping my chest forward this way. It's more I'm just opening them up like you're opening your wings out to the side. 2 and 1. All right, back down to the floor. Into the plank, shoulder taps. Still got a ways to go. We have 10 seconds to go. Almost there. 2 and 1. All right, turning it back over. Got the chest press again. And here we go. Starting to feel it in the chest. Maybe that's still from earlier this week, because my weights aren't very heavy here. But you got to use that chest when you're in the planks too. No rest. We're kind of that's why in between our circuits, we got to take a good rest, so you have that energy to come back. If you just keep fatiguing and fatiguing, you won't have the strength. All right, 2 and 1. All right, coming back up. Back to biceps. Keep that chest open. And realizing that I think we're gonna actually just do this one more time so that we don't run out of time, because, oh wait, keep going, I gotta check the time. I'm so bad at math. Okay, go down to your plank and tap the shoulders and keep going. I'm gonna figure this out really quick. So you guys are going still, plank, shoulder taps. Okay, yeah, I think we can get through it still. You can see my mind struggling at the early hours here. Well, if we get cut off, we can always come back on, I guess, if you want. So if we get cut off, just log back in. So we'll go one more round here and come down. That was it. Sorry. So back on the back. One more time. Aren't you happy? I figured that out. So last time here with the chest press. Breathe. Arms are getting tired. Feeling it, really feeling it in the chest now. 10 seconds to go. Try not to overgrip those dumbbells. If you need to open the hand up, you can. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming up. Bicep curls. Hammer, turning it out. Coming all the way up, all the way down. Try to leave out that swinging. So really using the biceps here. You can try even slowing it down. So then you get to really feel every fiber there. All the way up, so just slowing down the pace a little bit. If you're feeling like it's too easy. 2 and 1. All right. Last time we have the shoulder taps. Oh, goodness. All right, here we go. Shoulder taps. You got it. Keep it going. We got 30 seconds. Nice solid pelvis there. We got 15 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's take it. Let's give it a stretch back. Whew. And grab a drink if you need it. We have another circuit coming up. 3 exercises. And then, as I said, we might get cut off before the abs, but if you want to come on, back on, we'll do a quick abs. All right. Next one, we have a split squat with a tricep extension. So we're only going to do one leg. So we're going 4 rounds. So we'll alternate the legs each time. So it's a long leg. The leg and back is going to be long. And you have the dumbbell up here. And you're down and straight in here. All right, so you'll need 1 dumbbell to start. And I'll take you through the exercises after that. All right, what am I doing? We gotta set the time. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Going into those split squats. Well, sort of. We're coming down with that leg in front is bending and then pushing away. The knee pushes away from the foot. And the back leg just stays stationary the whole time. So it's straight leg. Really try to pull in here so you're not really arching. If you do have trouble with that, you could bend. You can do a regular bend here with that. And that can kind of help with that arch in the back. And 2 and 1. All right, I'm going to take both dumbbells now. We're going to do sumo squat. So I'm going to go wide, or you could say a plie squat. Shoulders are back, so I'm not rolled forward. So I'm taking them out to the side as we did before. Just think about opening the chest, and I'm coming down. If you want to add a little tap down there, you can. So you do a little hinge, totally up to you. I'm going to keep torso straight here. So instead of in the squat, we kind of hinge forward. This one, I'm more upright. But if you need to, take those toes forward and come in a little bit more. You could even come to a regular squat if you need to. We have 2 and 1. All right, putting the weights down. We're gonna come down to the floor. We got another plank. We're gonna do 4 plank jacks. So do them with me here. We're gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm gonna do 1 bear pose. So I come in, take it back, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. You kind of come into that bear pose, hold, and back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and in, and out. 4, 3, 2, 1, in, and out. This could be a taps to the side here if you don't want to do the plank jack, and then step in, and then step out. All right, that's it. Those are your 3 exercises. So come on, back up, and we're gonna do tricep extension other side. So remember what leg you did. And then you're down and up. So I'm bending just that front leg. Keep it going. I got my 10-minute warning here, and then I can't see ya. The top of the dumbbell comes up to the ceiling, kind of coming down as low as I can here. So getting those elbows back. Oh, that's it. We went a little over that time. So back down to the, oh no, I forgot the sumo squat. So coming out here, oh my word, down and up. Make this work for you. Again, you can slow it down. So I can go really nice and slow. Taking those knees back, so igniting that whole back side of the body. And then as I come up, squeezing the glutes, squeezing those quads. Breathing, 2 and 1. Now it's the plank jacks with the bear pose. All right, whenever you're ready, go for it. You got 4 plank jacks, bear pose. Again, here's the modification. I'm gonna step out to the sides for 4, and then I'm gonna step in and then back out. If that's too much to do that on the floor, you can take it to a countertop, a chair, or I could even do this on the wall. So I can step out, and then I could maybe do 2 knees in. All right, so those are just some options if you need to take it up off the floor. We have, oh, that's it, you're done. We're going back to the beginning. So the first side that you did, you got tricep extensions, go right into it when you're there. I could reverse this so that as I come down, I'm up. I saw someone doing that. That's fine. That's fine if you do it that way. 15 seconds. Five seconds to go. 2 and 1. And then back to the sumo squat. So down, squeeze it up. Make it work. Again, I could be more narrow if you need to. You could come up onto the shoulders here and still take it wide, like a little wider than hip width. And then I'm doing kind of, so see how I'm kind of bending forward there, hinging forward. In this squat here, I'm staying upright. That's the difference. All right. We are almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Weights go down. Plank jacks. You got 4 bear pose. Right into it when you can. Now, if that bear pose bugs you sometimes, people have stuff going on in their toes, you can just hold the plank. You can just hold here instead of doing that bear pose. 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right. We got one more time. We're doing the other side with the triceps. Go for it once you're there. Whew. Oh gosh, I'm sweating. I always am. Never fails. I need to start my fan down here more often. And got 10 seconds. This is our last time here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, taking it to the sumo squats. Just get into it when you get there. Last time here. Then we just got those plank jacks left. And then you are almost done with this workout. You got the whole day in front of you. You don't have to worry about getting your workout in now, because you already did it. Ten seconds. Whew. Feel the burn. 2 and 1. All right. Plank jacks. Get right into it as soon as you get there. Last time, make it count. Remember those modifications? Pull out of your shoulders. Almost there. Try to make sure that you're keeping that head in line with the neck and head, in line with the upper spine. 5 seconds to go. 2 and 1. Woo! All right. Let's stretch out those triceps right away. Again, if we get cut off, come back. We have 3 exercises. We're only going through them 3 times. So, we're going to start with flutter kicks. You can keep your hands underneath your pelvis if you need to. And then you extend those legs out only as far as you can maintain that pelvic imprint. And then we're going to flutter. All right, hang on. Got to start the timer. And here we go. So you're either here, or another option would be I come up and then I'm going to just come down until I feel comfortable and I can do them so I'm going to be not angled quite so much. Otherwise, I'm going to take it down, see where I can hold it to, and flutter. Drawing that belly in. Got 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna bring those knees in, and we have reverse crunch. So we're gonna just lift up the bottom. So just kind of, it's not a huge movement, and you wanna try not to like swing the legs up. Think about just kind of lifting them up. So feeling the lower abs where you don't have to have your hands underneath you. But if that makes things feel more comfortable for your back, you just want to make sure that you're not really arching the back there. And last one. All right, we're gonna rock up, and then we're gonna sit up really nice and straight, and then lean back. Arms are gonna come up. So we did this yesterday. My arms are gonna be up, and I'm gonna come down to the side and up, and side and up. And then to make it harder, I'm gonna lift my hands off the floor. Keep going there. So I can go here. I gotta restart. I lost them. So at home, on YouTube, you just keep going. Finish that out. All right, so we're just finishing those twists. So we'll just keep going with it. And then that's done. So now we're gonna come back to the flutter kicks. So right into it when you get the chance. So try not to lose that positioning. We're back at the flutter kicks. Keep drawing that belly in. We got 10 seconds. Again, modification would be here. 2 and 1. And then we've got the reverse crunch. So coming up, if that one, for some reason you need a modification for that one, let's have you do you're coming to just your feet on the floor, back on the floor, and you're gonna do little pelvic imprints. So it's like I'm poking the belly in to the ground. So think about activating between the ribs and the hips. So instead of like just tilting your pelvis, so it's called a pelvic tilt, but if you move too much from the pelvis, you're gonna lose the activation in the oblique. So just kind of think about like poking the belly in and down towards the mat. So that's your modification for the reverse crunch. And rest. All right, and then rock it up. This is the one we kind of missed out on last time. So you're gonna be long spine, lean back, arms up. I'm coming to the side and up, and then to make it harder, I'm gonna take the feet off the ground. So it's a little bit like a Russian twist, but I like this with the arms because sometimes in the Russian twist, people go a little bit too crazy with the twisting. So up, I'm just taking them over to the side of the body. And then you also can feel like that oblique crunch there. Almost done. 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we're gonna do that one more time through. We got starting with the flutter kicks. Everybody doing okay? All right, let's come down. And we're gonna kick. So you can, I'm taking my shoulders off the floor here. You can do that. I feel like it helps me to keep my spine in place when I do that. We're almost there. Driving the belly in, try not to let it pucker out. So drive it in. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we got the reverse crunches. You can do this if you feel like you're swinging too much. You can come up against the wall. And then you come up straight from there. So then I can also tell that I'm not swinging back. But how high can you get your heels up the wall? Seconds left. 2 and 1. And then back up. And so I can do this one. A modification would be I'm just a little bit more upright, and then I can take it back a little bit further, and then last I can lift those legs. You can straighten the legs. Looking good. Yeah, make sure that you're getting a twist at the top of the spine. So try not to just move so I can keep my torso in the center and just take my arms side to side, and then I'm not getting that rotation. So make sure that you are, see how I'm turning from the top of the spine? That's what we want to see. All right, 2 and 1. Good, do you feel that? Yes. All right, hang on there. All right, do a stretch at home and finish it off. Good job.